Good morning, guys. Today is March 16, 2017, and the pre-market is all right. It doesn't look that great today. We've been having a slow market for past this week for sure, and last week too. Last week there were some towards the end there was a lot of slow days, and today just seems like one of those other days where things might just it might just be a short seller's market. It might just a lot of things might just go red today, and if things do pop up, it'll probably won't have any follow through. So I won't be looking for any pullback. I the markets are been like that where they have no pullbacks whatsoever, or if they have a pullback, it doesn't have any continuation. So no other, like, it'll have a pullback, it'll pop up, and then it'll just drop right back. So won't be looking for any of that today, just because if it does pull back, and if it does starts running, we'll have to have some one or two stocks make a go supernova, or make 100, 200, 300% move in a day, where then we can get some momentum back into the markets. Then we can get a lot of the buyers start getting back into the market. And then after that, once we have one or two stocks that run a lot and make some major moves, then we'll be able to get back into the pullbacks, get back into the continuation moves. But right now, what we're looking for is just the initial move, because the initial move is where it moves, and then after that, it doesn't do anything else. So, but if you don't catch the initial move, then there's just no play, for now. So what we're looking at today to start off is SKLN. SKLN had a news out that. But it was last night, and it was earnings. So it was after hours news, earnings. So as you can see, after hours yesterday, it moved. Went from low twos all the way to 245, and now just kind of hanging around this range here between 225 and 235. So that's the range right now it has. So what we're looking for on this is we don't want to play this anywhere between this. What we want to see is it break 245 or a potential dip. If it dips, maybe to this 225 level, we'll make a line there. If it dips to this 225 level, and let's say it holds, then it could be a potential play for dip buy. Or maybe a red to green move on this. But other than that, we're not gonna be looking to jump into anything, or just randomly buy it in the middle. It's either has to break this 245, 250 level, or I'll show you guys the daily as well. So if it does break 245, 250 level right here, then we do have some room up to the threes, because the 200 moving average is not till like 48.77. So we do have lots of room. This is a stock that has done lots of reverse splits, and just just really decrease their share size based on just reverse splits, and that's why the daily chart just looks weird. But other than that, it does have potential just because it is a low float. This one has a float of 3.26 million, so very low float. The next one we have, guys, is RXII. RXII had a what you may call, I believe they're doing their let me just take a look here. RXI has a float of 5.55 million, so it's still a low float, and they're doing their fourth year results, so financial results, for fourth quarter year end financial results after the market closed today. So I mean, that could bring in some rumors, some momentum. OCRX, if you guys remember, we traded this yesterday, in the, bring it up here, in the 140s here, 140s, 150s, or sorry, in the 150s actually it was, and we kind of got our break even. So the whole day didn't do anything. It just kind of curled, made this U shape, and then pre-market or after hours it broke this 150 and went all the way up to 184. So pre-market or after hours was where a lot of this move happened, and then pre-market right now just kind of going down. So I doubt this will have any, because it doesn't have any new news. It was just the earnings winner from back in the 8th and the 9th. That's where it moved. and then it kind of pulled back. And what I was looking for yesterday is the first candle, daily candle, to make a new high, so 150, 151 there, that area, and then potentially run up to the twos. That's what I was looking for on this. I mean, this could still be in play if it does break this 184 and then pushes toward 2. We could potentially see a break of 2. The only thing is the 200 moving average is at 211, so that could kind of act as some resistance, but we'll see. The next one we have is the HTBX. HTBX is sorry, just a second here. HTBX, they got a 3-year grant to develop one of the technologies for Zika virus, or Zika virus, Zika virus, and to develop some sort of vaccine for that stuff. But as you guys can see, pre-market is just kind of dying, not really doing anything. It has a moving average at 109, 200 moving average. So I think it's just gonna be weak. I don't think it'll have that momentum. I don't think the news is that great for traders to be excited about. It does have a float of 21.77 million, so a bit higher float than we like to see, but I just have it up there. I mean, it could potentially run, but I don't think it will. Siru, as you guys can see, Siru is kind of coming up, curling up. Now, Siru was another one we missed yesterday for the break of 265. If you guys remember, if you guys go watch my yesterday's video, it was a really good red to green move, as it just basically took off from there, went all the way up to 350, and then pulled back and then just kind of consolidated. Now it does have potential. If it does break 347, that's when I'll look to jump in, because this might be the only stock again that's moving today. So we'll definitely look to jump in on it over the break of 347. So over the break of yesterday's high, we'll look to jump in for a potential push towards 350, break of 350, then we'll look for 4. That'll be our next target on that. So that's pretty much it, guys. For the pre-market, there's few things that could potentially be in play. Siru is probably my number one watch, and then SKLN, and then the other 3, but Siru will be the one we'll be watching right off the bat here. Other than that, guys, there's about 7 minutes left till the market's open. I'll keep you guys in the loop if something pops up, or if I see something that's potentially setting up, then we'll bring it up and then we'll go from there. So see you guys in a bit. And guys, I tried getting in Siru at 329, red to green move again, right over here, 329, but it just came up fast and I didn't get executed, so I just took my order off for now. We'll see what happens. I mean, we know this is a strong stock. I mean, I can always get in on this on the break of this 347 here, so we'll see if that's something we can do. Okay, I'm just putting my order at 343. It's looking a little weak there. The 347 break, that looked a little weak, so I just took my order off again. The reason I took my order off, because we might need a pullback before it takes that 347 out, so I might be able to get a little better entry on it. So we'll see what happens. If you could get a little entry on it, then that would be nice. But remember that any spikes these days, short sellers love to short into. So what I was saying earlier about continuation, if we don't get a clean 1 minute pullback here, for example, if we don't get the next candle come down to this 333 level and then makes a high, what is this at? Let's see, 338. So see, it's dropping fast. That's not a clean pullback. That's a very extended pullback. Look at that. So I'm glad I took that order off, just because that the 347 break looked very weak. What I wanted to see was on that break was basically a big push of buyers coming in, But you know, once I noticed that it got pushed up 347, but it came back to 346, 345. I'm glad I didn't get in on at 347 because that would have been just buying the top there. So I'm glad I got in. I put my order at 343 just because I wanted, because I figure if it'll have a little pullback with some strength, we might be able to, you know, get in and then it'll move. But no, I didn't like that. And now it just went red on the day again. So remember 328 where it's opened. So anything above that is green, anything below that is red. I mean, this was a quick, you know, 329, quick 10-15 cent move there. But other than that, it wouldn't have anything. So let's see what's going on. Nothing else is moving either, guys. Like with on the watch list specifically, nothing else is moving. So SKLN, let's see what oh no, SKLN is down to, remember we're looking to get in over 245. Right now it's just basically making lower lows, so not interested in that. You know, nothing on the scanners either right now. So anyways, I'll keep you guys posted. Alright guys, I tried getting in INNL and I just didn't get executed. At 181 I tried getting in there for the break of that. I'm just gonna take this off. I don't know why I didn't get executed. It did come back down to the price level 2 where I wanted to get in, but it just didn't execute me. I mean, I would like to see. It was a good 1 minute pullback there. Tried getting in at 181, just didn't work out. So we'll see what happens here. There's definitely volume coming into this. You know, looks clean on the daily. You know, for the break of two, we could open up some room. But let's see what happens here. If it holds this 180 level, I'll look to jump in. Okay, I'll look to jump in at 183. My exit would be basically below. Okay, I just got filled. So let's see what happens here. 180. Let's see if 180 can hold. There's some buyers coming in at 184. Let's see if he can get pushed back up to the 195 again. So the next candle could determine if the next 1 minute candle makes a new high here. Over 188, gets over 190, I'll look to hold. If not, then basically I'll bail out. So basically we want to see this 180 hold. We want to see there's some buyers going through 185, which is nice. We don't want to get it. We don't want to see it push down. We want to see buyers keep coming into this. Potentially would like to see the next candle get over 188, 190, go for that 195 again, and then potential, there you go, 190, 191, 194, there you go. It's moving now. So we want to see basically a push towards 195 again here. If you can get a push towards 195, a break of 195 will bring in more volume. There you go, 195, 197, 2, there you go. Let's see if you can take out 205 there. Okay, I just 207. I might have sold a little early, but that's okay. Yeah, I might have sold a little early. Might have some more momentum into this. I just saw big sellers at 205, and that's where I got out. Oh, there you go, 209, 214. Wow, yeah, definitely sold early. But that's all right. That's all right, you know. 215, 214. There you go. 220. Wow. definitely had momentum. Yeah. That's what I do sometimes. I get out too early once I'm in the positive, and that's okay. That's the one thing I need to work on. Right now I'm working on basically being in the positive, and then I can work on staying in the positive for longer. Right, not just jumping out right away off a trade, giving it time. I mean, look how, this has strength. This definitely has strength. So we'll see what happens here. This candle might go red. It feels like it's might be getting a bit heavy. So I got out, what my execution, 183 to 205. I mean, I could have got out in the 215s here easily. With small position, it's so nice. It's like in and out, boom. Right? So I mean, sometimes you don't get executed. If the price, if it's too tight, if there's too many buyers, of too many sellers at that price. But most of the times to move in and out, it's very, very easy. Now there seems to be some buyers coming in there. I mean, I wouldn't mind jumping back into this on a pullback, because this definitely has strength. If you can get a pullback to the twos, I'll look to jump back in, and then for a push towards 220 again. So we're just watching it. See, I'll stop the video here because it's already at 17 minutes. I really try to make smaller videos, guys, because I know watching a 20-minute video. All right, I tried buying tops at 159 on that 1 minute setup, but no luck there. It moves fast, and I didn't get executed there either. It's definitely moving, definitely has strength. First, I tried getting in at 150 actually. I'll show you guys my orders here. I tried getting in at 150, didn't get executed, moved to like 158, 159 really fast, and then it pulled back, and then I tried getting in at 159 as it was coming up for 160, and then I didn't get executed again, which definitely sucks. But that's okay. We're watching it. There's lots of volume coming in. We could potentially wait for a good pullback. I mean, on the 5 minute, as you guys can see, it's a bit extended over the VWAP now. So maybe we can wait for a little better pullback on this. I'm still watching INNL for a 5 minute setup. Or if it can get back over 2 here, we might be able to get some momentum back into that stock as well. Now tops is moving, so I guess there's some things picking up. Remember, tops is a shipper. It has moved in the past as well, so it's something that could run again. So we'll see what happens. GLBS is coming up, just started moving. GLBS 485, 486. There's some resistance in the 619 and 674. Okay, so because remember, GLBS is a shipper as well. Dries might be another one that moves, so we'll see what happens with that. Dries is another one, that usually makes moves when all the shippers are moving, so there's no volume in there right now. Okay, GLBS is coming up here. The spreads are a little bit heavy on it, so I don't know. We'll just stick to one. We'll just see tops, because top is like the leader right now, so we'll just look at tops, see what happens to that. GLBS just broke 5, just popped over to 509. I mean, tops was a good entry around 150 for the break of 150. That was a good entry point. But other than that, we're just watching, see what happens here. GLBS 514 is a new high. Alright, so I'll just be watching it. I'll bring you guys in if I jump into anything. Alright, so I'm trying to get into Sino. Sino's another one that started moving. 301. There's some big buyers at 3. So let's see if I get executed here. The target would be obviously the high of day at 319. Break of that could potentially lead to some momentum coming into this. Take my order off here. Okay. Sino popped up. I mean, GLBS is halted. And tops is in the, got up to 196. So, you know, all these shippers started moving all at the same time, so it gets a little tough. I wanted the tops out of all of them. I felt like tops had some move. I tried getting in twice in this. Where's my orders here? I tried getting in tops in 159, 150, and 167, and I just didn't get the right execution right away I wanted. And so we'll see what happened. Now GLBS is halted, but we're not going to be looking at that just because it's already at 544. It's a little higher price stock, and I don't know how much momentum it still has, so we're just not going to be looking at that. I'm just looking to see if GLBS is halted for sure. I think it is 544. That's where it got halted, and it was halted at 10:01:02. So it'll probably open at 10:06:02. So I mean, if you get us a little bit of a pullback on tops for a 5-minute, it could be a good good runner. So I mean, all the shippers are starting to move. Everybody's talking about it. We all know shippers make us money, so everybody seems to be excited. That could bring the momentum we're looking for into the market. I'm just looking at different ones that maybe haven't moved as much yet, you know, that are getting volume, just like tops was earlier. Some of them already have spiked a little and now they're pulling back, so I'll be watching tops. I guess tops is the leader. So not gonna get in here just because I feel like it'll be better if I wait for a 5-minute setup on this. GLBS opened, popped over to 568, and then now it's going red, and lots of volume coming in on the red. So again, that might need a pullback too. It was a good entry, I guess, from the break of 5, which I did have an opportunity off, but that's okay. Now let's see, GLBS is, you know, in the 586 now, so that definitely has, you know, some serious strength. We'll bring it up here just so you guys can see. So look at that, you know, the break of 5 run up to 596 basically, so definitely had strength. But the spreads, is what kind of scared me around that 5 area. There's a few other. ESEA is another one. ESEA is the one that moves with the shippers. You know, we can't take advantage of all of them. That's the thing, right? We can't be in all of them all at the same time. So sometimes you just have to pick and choose the best ones. I mean, ESA is probably not my favorite right now. SHIP. Let's check out SHIP. SHIP is another one that does move with everything else. The only thing with this is there's no volume has come into this. See how the volume just dried off. I mean, if it breaks one, SHIP could be a potential play for the break of one, but it doesn't look like it will. And then what else we got? GLBS not really doing anything right now. Series is not doing anything. Anything from my watch list is just basically dead. Tops is the one where would have been nice if I got in earlier in the trade. I mean, I feel like this does look like it'll go to 2 as it's forming this this trend line here, starting to move up. The only thing I mean, even on the 5 minute, I mean, it's not super extended, but it is pretty up, and we haven't got a 5 minute pullback yet. You know, when 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight 5 candles green. I mean, the low was 115, so went from 115 all the way up to near 2 without a 5 minute pullback. I mean, we got a couple 1 minute opportunities, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Like I said, the best thing would be to wait for a 5 minute pullback. INNL, the one we traded today, this one on the 5 minute, it did go over 2, but it doesn't look, it looks a bit weak. I feel like a lot of traders are looking over at it. Is forming a U-shape though, so I'll keep an eye on it. But what looks like is a lot of traders might be jumping towards the shippers because they know that those moves. So we're just watching. I'm gonna pause this. I'm actually gonna end this video, guys. I'll be watching it for another 15-20 minutes just because the video is already at 28 minutes. I was just kind of letting play just so you guys can see what's happening. But I'll finish the video here, and if I do make any trade, it'll be on my Twitter, on my Twitter feed. My Twitter handle is IAM G Trader, so IAM G Trader. So make sure if you guys watch me on YouTube or if you guys come across me on YouTube, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, just because that's where I do most of my activity when it comes to trading. So I'll post my results there later today if I do make another trade, but for now I'm just going to end this video. Thanks for coming, thanks for being with me today, guys, and we'll pick it up tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow there'll be more momentum with all these shippers coming in. So as you guys can see, tops moving back up, so we'll watch it. Okay, bye.